Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HMR's 4 replay. Spawn on top right side as the blue Ottomans, we have VortiX. Spawn on bottom left side as the green Holy Roman Empire, we have Wam01. We also got gold being claimed, we got a early military school. And it's going for, of course, the early aggression of the spearmen. First spearman is almost well on field. All the sheep have been slain. Blue's claiming a handful of sheep over here and over here. And looks like he's going to try to herd these sheep. He's taking time to micro the sheep on in. Now we got the twin minaret Merdes. I ever pronounced that, being floated on field. Of course, we got the Akin Chapel. I wonder. Let's switch out of caster mode. Switch over to green. I want to see how if the radius does cover the gold deposit. Got that spearman running around, but let's see. It does partially cover it on all the areas that he's going to be mining, so he does have that gold cast cover, so he will have a lot of extra gold there, and he's doing an excellent job of herding down this deer. Does stab that deer over there. Go for professional scouts to pick that up. Yeah, that's going to be a really big waste. I really wish that professional scouts was just something inherently researchable from the start, because what does it cost? Like 225 gold? It's something absurd. It's also a technology that could be quite interesting how the game would change if you even get that free for early to be able to pick up the deer carcasses. And all of these deer have been herded over here. Even this one goes way over here. Let's collect the deer first because deer do provide more food. And I was going for another town center here in the radius of these spearmen, so we'll receive some stabs. These, of course, are just regular spearmen. Don't see the hardened spearmen just yet. Yeah, looks like a temporary garrison town center there. Both the spearmen are quite wounded, and this town center will be completed, and the spearmen will be backing on off. He could try pushing forward, try to torch down that mining camp, but he can from the longest range, but he may not be able to torch it. And looks like he's going to be start collecting up the sheep now. He needs to make sure he targets those deer. Deer do, of course, provide a lot more food. A lot of food quicker. We now have a barracks and archery range being deployed on out. I do hear those spearmen do charge forward. One of them immediately gets killed off by the town center fire. And more of these spearmen are just pushing way forward. They are hardened spearmen now. They're making another advance. And he's being also annoying with them, isn't he? Military school, still pulling out some more spearmen, not going for anything else at the moment. Most people tend to switch immediately to the Sapas. Is that how you pronounce it? Sip? Aha? Ahahi? I don't know. Some names I don't know how to pronounce. We do now have spearmen being pulled on out. They're not hardened spearmen. Hardened spearmen do have 90 health versus 80 health. 7 attack versus 8 attack. And we do now have our early man-at-arms deployed on the field, which will easily crush down these spearmen, no problem. We do have this EM pushed way forward, and he's going for the Mahim Imperial Armory, so he's getting out these hymns out earlier, so once he hits Castle, he's able to pick up these relics immediately. Exotic Doggo will be killed on off there, and I realized something I need to pull up. Rumble, there we go, so I can see the chests that may pop up. Spearman now seeing the damage there, and now Green's eyeing for a counterattack. Does take up that spearman now. Over here, we got the spearman archer evades forward. He's starting to secure up these relics. Very, very good. He may kill off that EM. He will likely kill off that EM. Now spearman trying to engage these spearmen. Now I got the Castle Age now researched As he is pretty far away from the relic now. This relic has been claimed. He does spot with this scout here, but scouts will only do 1 damage per slice. So the EM should be able to withstand the abuse and get back home.
Menzilim aşikardır. Beni icra et.
Does find one of Blue's spearmen there. The Imperial Armory does, of course, allow him access to free military units. And now this man-at-arms and spearman does find some good damage there onto the scout. Does find a town center fire, though. And looks like he's now straining out some free men-at-arms. Scout pushes his way forward. We'll be able to spot some stuff. Nothing too significant, though. We do now have the Regnig's Cathedral being pulled on field. And right now, Green is camping a pair of relics. And this relic's still safe down here, so he's able to completely garrison up the Cathedral. We do have some Lancers now pulled on the field. Let's get a good kill there on one of the Spearmen. The Spearmen, however, just getting overwhelmed by the Lancers. Let's get some good damage there, but you will need to pull out more Spearmen. Archer does get picked off there. Scout still in this region, able to spot the not so exposed gold with that town center still in the region. And now we do got Castle Age for both players. Village is now being cast on the deer. It looks like not a lot of deer remains. So hard to see all those deer behind the town center. Trying to go for some palisade walls there. It does partially build that one, doesn't partially build the other one. So there is a breach there. A couple spearmen now advancing forward, but they're both very wounded. These villagers should stay safe there. That villager does go down. Green does have a slight villager advantage. And with the Ottoman chapel there, he has a pretty good income still. Man-at-arms there. Does get inside the town center. The scout has gone down, but the spearmen are getting focused on a little bit too quickly. Villagers not getting hit. We do have a good number of lancers and spearmen advancing forward. We have a knight now deployed on the field. Lancers are firing away, but of course they will do minimal damage with the lancers. They will do 2 damage per arrow, barring the primary arrow. The prelate does go down there. I'm not sure how many relics he has claimed, as he's claimed so far 0. And I see the 2 other relics still on the field. Does get a good charge there. Lancers are being whittled down, but not being cleaned on up. There's another villager there. Green's villager count has largely been evened out. Blue has not deployed out any more town centers just yet. Lancers are starting to go on down. Does lose another knight there, and the Lancer here will be killed off by the town centers. Oh, there's also a Mangonel there. That one's one of the free Mangonels. Another man-at-arms charging forward. Of course, we've still got a green man-at-arms here. And it's still just the early man-at-arms, not the man-at-arms. All Lancers are pushing away forward, but does find the knights and spearmen here. Central Town Center, or Sacred Site, has been captured on up. Still no additional town center for Blue, but that raid on the villagers really did even out. But the Ottoman chapel does provide massive reserve resources. I suppose the Murderese with the extra, very fast gathering berries is very useful in a comparison. And this area, and this relic is now capturable by Blue. This one here has been captured by Green, and we'll get only 1 relic in the Regnig's Cathedral. He may, seeing how he couldn't secure many relics beforehand, before he went to Castle Age, he perhaps should have gone for the other wonder, which does give him fast producing military units. Goes for a conversion there. He could try drawing them in. Looks he's not going to be drawn on in. He does finish off that one Lancer there. We got a Maganel pushing way forward. We do have these Lancers as well. Does pull out some walls there. We force them to the town center and pass funnel them into the Spearmen, if the Spearmen were there. And these Lancers are still in this region, unable to wall off this region. Now Blue has claimed all sacred sites. We do have the Lancer charging forward. Does take out the Lancer now. Villager trying to abandon the region. Doesn't want to deal with these Lancers. More housing there. No. Oh, there's a set of walls down here. There's also a set of villagers down here, in which the knights could press charge and kill most, couple of those wounded ones. Does take out one of them there. Villager playing Ring Around the Rosie. These villagers not being hit as well. He just haven't been able to close this breach. Since we're only getting hit there on these Lancers now, it does take out another villager there. The villager count is 57, 58 to 49. Find some arrows there. But right now, the 6 damage arrows will only do 1 damage each versus these Lancers. Magno shot there. Fires long. Jeez. We also now have a Measure here. The Measure has the increased attack speed, which is going to be very useful for these Mangonels. Does get inside the town center now, but it won't provide much damage support against these Lancers. It does manage to capture one of these with a knight as well. That does buy him plenty of time, or at least prevent that victory from happening for the time being. This Lancer's trying to charge him forward. Mangonels are still very much alive. Got a battery ram here as well. Lancers are just maybe trying to hide his opponent's villagers, in which he does have now a second town center on the field. You could delete this lumberyard there to put another farm down in that region as well. This farm's not exactly well placed as well. Perhaps delete it, reposition it to get more of a square. And now it's going to take time to clean up these palisade walls. And does spot another town center, so Blue's going for a 3rd town center. Spear advance forward. Battery ram does find a good hit there onto the farms, just like the Age of Empires do. You can knock out the knights and knights engage each other. Battery ram has not gone down just yet, pretty close to. Does go down to the spring bow. The spearmen are advancing forward, but the 2 Mangonels do provide a massive problem for Marine. Looks like that knight does go down. These knights, looks like Green didn't properly engage and does not even take out the other one. Knight over here has been cleaned on up. Looks like there's a bit of forces everywhere. Got some villagers there? Didn't see any scaffolding. There were so many villagers in the pile there, I did not know what they were doing. I didn't realize there was that many villagers there as well. I think Blue's trying to pull out a forward keep. Let's see. No, he does not have enough stone for a forward keep. That had been a misrally. Yeah, that was trying to build that town center. That was definitely a misrally. Big mistake. I do it all the time. These wounded knights could craft just camp this sacred site. All 6 sites has been captured by Blue. This palisade wall has not been completed on up. The bit of scaffolding there can be quickly broken down to allow his crossbow and spearman buddy through. Let's take out those knights. Over here, do got these knights pushing forward, trying to deal with Blue's knights. It does try, will likely decapture that point. These knights will have to turn around, engage the Lancer. Got this force advancing forward. There's a large number of battering rams in that mix. He's going for a forward tower here. Maybe could either pull it back over here instead, so he can get coverage from the forest. Got a green Mangonel here. Springald's can start firing away as well. He's probably going to go for fortified tower and bombard combination. Let's try and charge him forward. Try to get some good damage there. Mangonel finds a very good hit there on those crossbowmen. These crossbowmen not going to be very useful against opponent's current composition. Those need to deploy with spearmen. Springald's seems to fire. Mangonel's getting some good shots there. Battering rams charging forward. Does take out both of Blue's Mangonels. And now these Springald's need to start hitting down these battering rams. So I suppose villagers, a bunch of ancient villager torches quickly destroy them. Let's take out a number of the farms. And now this keep could be upgraded to the fortified outpost first. Of course, can't get the cannon just yet until pure age. Large wave of lancers are here. Springald's need to stay back. Let the spearmen handle against deal damage versus these lancers. Another wave, big force coming up forward. Green space forward. Does take out a villager there or EM? It looks like EM, actually. Palisade walls going up. Oh, and that tiny little frag segment there. But he does manage to get them split up and into a choke point there. But now Blue's charging forward with a handful of his own veteran spearmen. Crossbones in the mix. He's now still has the great attack speed. Good hit there with the Mangonel. Horsemen lancers advancing forward. Spearmen trying to counterattack. These lancers still being pursued. There's still a potential breach right there. Know that Palisade Wall has started construction, so that technically there's no breach. Just easily to create a breach. Spearmen will go engage, but they'll get overwhelmed. Spearmen trying to charge on forward, trying to get some good damage here. It does. Let's take out all those lancers now. Maybe good idea not to get that lumber. This lumber's all cleaned up. This is only lumber deposit. You can't put a lumber camp over here. It's a very, very rich one, but it is also outside its walls. So it wouldn't be too hard to build another set of walls right there. Not sure what was being attacked there. Oh wait, sheep carcass. Wait, was that a green sheep? That sheep went to glory. He followed the scout to glory, and the scout left him to die. Counselor here with a set of walls. Knight advancing forward, trying to perhaps camp this sacred site. Good prediction now, because he'll find himself a free EM to stab. Reganid's Cathedral, not Reganid's Cathedral, Aachen Chapel is providing some great radius cover there, able to get some good food income. Oh, wait, that wasn't an EM, that was a spearman. How did I get those two mixed up? You now have the fortified outpost. Both players are pretty far away from going from pure age. Both of them have no resources stockpiled. The Ottoman does have a decent amount of gold stockpiled. Green does not, because if he's stuck inside his base, he needs to perhaps try to stealthily harvest some gold like he is doing over here. There's a keep there to protect him. Mangonel's firing some good volleys there. Springald's engaging, taking out some of the Mangonels. Green Springald's will win the Springald world, but nope, there is another. The Green Springald's will be overrun by the Lancers, and nope, it's a pause. Pause may use the Fortitude ability there to do some much damage. There goes the Mangonel as well. Another Springald being put up at green. Now the Sepals are advancing forward with the Lancers. We got a good number of towers here. This one has been upgraded with a Springald emplacement. So looks like he is upgrading them with Springalds. Trying to overwhelm these forces. Got these crossbowmen. He needs to stop building crossbowmen. Crossbowmen, he's not deploying out any. His one's not deploying out anything that crossbowmen want to shoot. So we've got these forces here, all of them severely wounded. Brings out the spearmen of villagers. Taking out some of these Sepals as well. Spearman getting some great work there, and does have to support his own crossbowman as well. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Trying to torch down some of these farms there. He's advancing on forward. And all of his spearmen has gone down. These forces doing some great work there. And he does take out a number of villagers there. Green does have less villagers in his opponent right now. The villagers are pouring some forces out, trying to deal with these forces. He's trying to quickly blow that up. He did. Luckily, it wasn't a fortified one. Because he was also trying to go for emergency repairs. Villagers who get inside the keep there. Apparently, not a lot of pierce armor research. Yeah, just the one pierce armor research, so the arrows will rip apart these guys quite easily. Those keeps to have extra damage to the arrows either way. Trying to go for another outpost now. And now the villagers need to fall back, get out of that radius. Do not have some Janissaries on the field, which are they have really high DPS, and you can't really use cavalry against them since they do also have extra damage versus cavalry. So they have high rate of fire compared to regular Janissary versus regular hand cannoneers, and they just have extra damage versus cavalry, so you can't just use cavalry to overrun them. It's really hard to engage a mass group of Janissaries. They have very little counters. You have to get lucky with some Magnell shots, and that's about it. There's a small deposit of wood there he could focus down. We'll have some walls there to help funnel him in this direction as well. And Green does not have the gold income to blow out Magnell's canny. He's deploying a large wave of spearmen. So Paul, as a charging forward, does find some of these villagers, destroy some of the mill there, or the mining camp. Over here, Green's now advanced forward. They got some Janissaries as well as the crossbowmen here. Both sides are just not eyeing for Imperial Age, though Green will probably love to get his own Imperial Age up. Who's now forward, trying to blow out forward keeps. Green's maintaining some great gold collection here. These gold deposits in the center of the map have 8,000 gold each. Battery Ram's not pushing way forward. Of course, he has plenty of villagers here to quickly torch them down. And this could be a potential flank right here. Sacred Side victory now possible for blue. Some of the deer is being denied. Does get inside the keep as well. All these villagers may go down. So we're now charging forward. Does find a flank there. Does want the keep not going up. Crossbowmen are in the region. Though right now neither side has heavy armor, so crossbowmen are not the good option for Green. Crossbowmen are seeing quite a bit of damage now. Villagers take inside the keep to get some extra arrows firing against those crossbowmen. Let's take out the cavalry. So a single crossbowman here. Janissaries falling back. Seeing some damage there. Got spring balls pushing way forward, trying to deal with these villagers. Villagers are slow going down. That's gonna get a good kill down the Sapal. Smear just charging forward. You have these villagers. They do find some towns. What's it called? Crossbow fire there. And it looks like all of these villagers, he still has only 3 alive. The keep is pretty close to complete, but it needs to be denied and knock out this force against forward, trying to hit those villagers now. And the keep will be denied. Best cancel the keep at this point in time. These are blue battering rams, not green battering rams. You can't just batter down that keep. More villagers being brought on in. So maybe is be able to keep the keep. Green's going for a keep over here and may get some good kills on those villagers collecting berries. All these villagers going down, he does complete the keep in time, does get one villager's side of the keep. We need to blow out some battery rams. Battery rams only cost wood. And he could potentially grab some wood here. He's grabbing wood from here. Okay, multiple sources of gold collected. Blue has now a mass reserve of gold, as well as wood, just missing food. And he's going to go for this forward lumber camp, trying to claim this wood. Doesn't really have a whole lot of sources of wood at the moment either. Villager count is 94 to 95. The sacred site could be interrupted. Remember, sacred sites also provide some good gold income. It looks like Blue's gonna be trying to steal this stone deposit. Now we've got a counterweight trebuchet trying to siege down the keep. Zapaz could charge and forward his vigil line. They could use the fortitude ability there to increase attack speed. Over here. Trying to torch down the banner ram. He's inside the keep for the time being. Does get some good damage there on those crossbowmen now, forcing them back. And now the counterweight trebuchet is getting some good damage there onto the keep. This mill may have been queued up by those same villagers that built the keep, so with none of them alive, there's no way to build the mining camp. Can't exactly mill stone. Not yet. You mill stone in order to get concrete. Primary line. Falling back to the region, there's only less than 2,000 gold here, so it could be forfeited. And it's going to just forfeit it. He's going to probably try to claim this gold now. And this one has been decaptured, staving off the victory based on Sacred Site. Neither side's going for Imperial Age. Villagers charging the wrong direction there. They're trying to go for this gold deposit way over here, but they're going the wrong direction, so they does lose a number of them. Trebuchet still getting some good damage there. The Holy Roman Empire is almost a pop cap. Maybe we'll get some more villagers since he lost a handful there. And decapture the Sacred Site now. But it's there on the keep. The keep is being repaired on up. This force is trying to advance forward, trying to deal with these banner rams. There's a large number of banner rams in this region. A very, very large number of banner rams. There's also one dangerous Mangonel. If he can take out the Mangonel, then he can go ahead and focus on. Does take out the Mangonel there. Now he can focus on these banner rams. He can ignore the spring golds because the spring golds do some damage, but not necessarily the damage like a Mangonel. Playing up this gold there, very nice. Could perhaps deploy that over there. And Palace of Swabia, was that? What's it going to deploy? Elkovic Path Palace. I'm not familiar with that one. Elkovic Palace, defensive landmark. Acts as a keep with plus 50% health. Buildings within it takes with its influence takes 33% less damage. And if it's near the build radius of a town center, it will have access to emergency repairs. Sapal's now charging forward. Now, to got Imperial Age for the Holy Roman Empire, he needs to get out his Elite Spearman upgrade that will really help him out. He also needs to stop deploying out crossbowmen. He does have 2 trebuchets now on the field. There's a large number of spring golds here. There's a lot of banner rams, and now we got the Sea Gate. Sea Gate. Acts as a keep in all keeps in its aura. It has increased trader movement speed, and I'll say arm. That's not good. He's doing that for just a forward keep. That's it. But all those other bonuses are not very useful. And honestly, raider defense is not that useful in general unless you have your raiders constantly raided or traders raided. Both players do not have reached Imperial Age, do not have the elite spearman, elite crossbow, and as well as increased spring gold range. Blue also has claim up this gold here. Both sides are claiming up gold. Spring golds do hit the banner rams quite significantly. This keeps almost down. Trebuchet should be able to set it ablaze soon. We just want to advance on forward. Does spot the the Seagate now. Seagate has 3 arrows times 14 damage, which is the same as a regular keep, so nothing too fancy. That keep does go down. Got good numbers from goals here. He's invested a lot of population into his siege weapons. You now have another keep being put on field. You got the university on the front line as well. Gaining some of this technology will be very useful. They are expensive. Holy Roman Empire player has a good amount of food and gold reserve, and the Ottoman has a smaller reserve, but a reserve. Trade machines now going to be trying to batter down the Seagate. Keeps and Seagate has the same amount of health as well, so it will take the equal amount of time. And now it's going to be cleaning up the stone on the front line as well. Going to have a big engagement here. Large number of crossbow on each side. They're not going to be effective. They're anti-armor. Regular archers at this point in time would be better. Sapa's charging forward, and the Sapa's are getting ripped apart. Trying to stream on in, but there should be enough defenses back in the base to stop them. You now got the battery rams receiving quite a fire. Crossbow engaging the crossbow. You now have a bombard to hit the crossbowman. Are we going to see? No, we do not see the great bombard production. Small dragonels. Battery rams on the flank for green. Spearmen is charging forward. More battery rams being put out by blue. And this outpost does get set ablaze. First repairs not in range. Magnol fires shots there. Crossbow versus crossbow. Those trying to repair up the Seagate now. Seagate only costs wood to repair, so it saves on your stone income at least. That is the only notable difference versus regular keeps for the time being. Bombard now seeing some damage from the Sapas. And blue's battery ram's now charging forward. Looks like green's unable to break the contain right there. Gold shows 2,000 gold remaining. Oh, I hear some Janissaries now deployed on the field. And now got some veteran archers. Veteran archers are going to be a good item against these spearmen. Do have a bit of faster attack speed than Janissaries, but Janissaries do have... I heard some Janissaries picks, I must have been mistaken. The archer's exactly what he needs to hold engaged with. Got more supplies advancing forward, but they're getting completely ripped apart by these spearmen. Some of the green siege weapons going down. Got a Culverin and Bombard here. Spring Balls back here. Squall's now charging forward. We'll find various town center or various defensive structure fire. They may not be able to do all too much, honestly. And that's what I'm hearing cannoneers. Do have some cannoneers deployed on the field. They don't care what they shoot against. Crossbowmen do have a range of 5 hand cannoneers, if I can find another one. Do have a range of 4, so do get outranged by crossbowmen. Battery rams charging forward. The Sapas look like they're still being chased by some spearmen. Spearmen going to take time to stab those battery rams. Villagers trying to repair up the Bombard. Doing a good job of getting repaired on up. Culverin firing some shots against the infantry units. And there's the battery rounds there. Villagers also trying to torch them down to use emergency repairs. Not really paying attention. Does use emergency repairs. And does save that tower. Bombard and Culverin firing away. Culverin does take a shot there on the spring bowl, picking it out. Brings out base support of good number of hand cannoneers and spearmen. Magno put on the front line. Culverin can quickly pick it off. Does pick it off. More supplies being blown field. Now you got the biology increasing health of cavalry by 20%. Villagers to spot that gold being claimed. He's going to have to go for this one here. And does not have any stone as well. He could have actually moved down here to claim some stone. There's enough stone for 2 keeps. Losing the landmark does go down. There's still another keep here. Got a big force now advancing forward. Bombard may get overwhelmed. And Candius fires a volley there, takes out one of those Sapaws. Sapaws will take out the Culverin. And green will go for that forward gold. It's not looking good for good positioning there for green, but the hand Candiers do pack a big punch. Sapaws now charging forward. Sapaws do quickly go down to those Spearmen. Spearmen most of them been cleaned on up. Got a good number of archers and crossbow in this region. Yellow Sapaws now, more Spearmen charging forward, trying to be a good front line. Maybe a good idea for green to go out horsemen currently. Does take out whatever that was. That may have been the bombard. Now these villagers are going to be hit, and green does need this gold. Spearmen charging forward, gets good hits there on these Sapaws. Trying to defend these Spearmen, or not Spearmen, villagers. And Canadians making some good progress. More of these crossbow advancing forward. The Ottomans have plenty of resources. Maybe it has some siege workshops in the back. Pull out a wave of mangonels. Green has lost some villagers there. And Green's trying to make some momentum, trying to pull out forward a keep here, and that will help deny the usage of this gold. Green is going to be falling back out of that region, and that's going to be eyeing for... No, can't claim that gold either. All the gold deposits for green have been denied. Does take up those spring golds now. Takes up the spring golds. And now green does not have any momentum. He needs horsemen. He's trying to pull out for a keep now. Nate bought the stone for that keep. I don't believe he had any stone income. Sapaws trying to charge him forward. They get quickly gunned down. Still got blues keeping this region, and he's actually obtaining that stone as well. There's 8 villagers remaining. They may go get this keep deployed on out. I think a lot of stuff hitting the keep itself. 4 villagers remain. And the keep does get completed. The villagers, one villager does escape from the keep. That all that remains of those villagers. Blue's now backing up off. It's a good hard point for blue. Sick site not being decaptured. Oh, and some of these villagers are getting hit as well. He may be able to claim this gold now, green. Ugh. Hopefully they get hazard paid, get a partial cut for that, claim that gold. Now blue's going for a keep here, which will also deny the usage of this gold as well. Green needs to go for heavy wood and start pulling out a large number of battering rams to punch through multiple of these keeps. This one here is pretty exposed. That's a good one to punch down. This one could be also... This keep is going to be covering both those gold, so... Green needs to hit that 2,000 gold that you left behind in that one area and start claiming it. But do not get the incendiary arrows, the chemistry upgrade. Battering rams not being put out by green, or by blue. Not a lot of millions there, and that is a great bombard. Great bombard does 700 damage versus keeps. So it's annihilating the keep right now. And the battering ram as well. The keep does go down. And the great bombard does go down. I think there was a culverin. Yeah, there was the culverin hitting it. Lose the face of form of the Sapaws. There's a lot of exposed villagers here. It's not advancing forward with a big wave of archers. The incendiary bow damage, they do 12 damage. Of course, these Sapaws will do some great damage there, but it does have some good escort spearmen. Right now, it's been in trash fights for quite some time. Blue's not been spending his gold whatsoever. I think at this point, and finally gets the elite archer upgrade as well. I think at this point in time, blue should start transitioning to some janissaries, but maybe not. Something to invest that gold into. Lancers. Lancers would be quite ideal in this situation. Gold cannot be claimed. This gold cannot be claimed. It may not be. It's not. May be quick enough. Oh, try to pull out keep there. Keep is seeing battering ram fire. One battering ram does go down. The other battering ram does go down. Does see the keep barely. walls being cleaned on up. Got more of these archers advancing forward. You'll see he is queuing. If you take a look there, you can see him queuing up attack orders. Got now another battering ram here. The culver needs to start lining up shots of that battering ram. Nope, he's not hitting the battering ram. Spearmen and charging on forward. Got parameters here as well to get an increased attack speed for these archers. Villagers receiving quite a bit of fire. Townsenders core over the keep has a bit of use as well. More of these archers are streaming on in, more spearmen as well. Trying to focus on the meters. Both meters are down. Does get the keep up. And now is receiving some fire. It looks like the culver may have went down. Now got man-at-arms. Man-at-arms are a good item. I'll see the lancers, but man-at-arms will be a heavy armored unit. He's now receiving some fire. He does have a small amount of stone, and green does back up the game now. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.